Italy, and by the way, like my first night when I landed in Italy, I booked my ticket, caught a flight there, and my first night when I was going towards our hotel, or not a hotel, it was a house with like a bunch of other players. And when I was walking there, I there was this concrete soccer field, and like instead of basketball courts, they had soccer fields everywhere, like little
Yeah.
concrete ones, and there were all these people playing. So I went and played there. We started at I think maybe 6 or 7 p.m. We played until 2 in the morning under the lights, and it was like one of the most incredible things. I'll never forget it. I'm like, this is where I'm supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
A city where it's like hockey is massive, and just like soccer's not obviously not the main sport. It was incredible to go there and just play street soccer for hours and hours. And then from there, I started training with this team. And to be honest, when I got there, I was the worst player on the team. There were 26 of us, 26 players, and you knew that at the end of it. So we would basically train throughout the week, and we would play against Italian teams after that, like maybe one or two. Well, once a week you'd have a scrimmage, and I knew that there'd be maybe one of us would get a contract, maybe two people max. From the start of the year, I wrote a program. I said, these are all the areas that I need to work on. I still wasn't fast. I still wasn't strong. My hold up play was like really poor. There were all these things that just, I knew nothing about tactics. When I got to Italy, that was a huge, like Italy, it's, and when you're in practice, you spend almost half of every practice just working on tactics, sometimes without a ball, going and doing different positioning. So tactics were a huge thing. And I was just so far behind. I wrote a program early on. I was training 3 times a day, every morning, getting up at 5:30 to train, then come home, rest by 11:30, going and doing another session on my own, coming back and resting, then going to team training. We train every day. It was around 3 o'clock. And then after that, I would either go to the gym, and I was trying to get stronger and faster, or there'd be another team that would train after our team was training. So sometimes I would train with them. I was probably like way overtraining, but I just worked my butt off all year. And gradually, like I didn't see much improvement, the first month, the second month, but by the third month, really the difference was like, I was starting to notice it. And by the end of the year, it was a 9-month thing. By the end of the year, I was a completely different player. I went from being the worst player on the team to like standing out. And then we had this one game, and it was against a team called Arezzo, so like a professional team in Italy. I basically said, like, this is it. I need to, this is like, there's going to be agents coming to watch this game. This is kind of what all the work I've been doing for. And in my head, I said, this is like the work I've been doing my whole life is for this one game. And then I just got prepared for it and actually like had a great game. I think I scored 2 goals that game, stood out. And at the end of the game, nothing happened. So when they blew the whistle, I was like, this is it. Like, I'm going to get a contract. Everything is great. End of the game, people were going up and talking to other players. No one talked to me. It was like, I was shocked, super disappointed. And then later that night, my coach called me and he said an agent reached out to him and that he wanted to talk to me. And anyways, there's another like kind of crazy story in that one. But basically I got taken to a team on trial and like got a contract. I was like, I've never been that excited in my life. It was incredible. I was so happy. Again, like a crazy story. It's a bit of a longer story, so I don't know if it's worth going into. There was some like,
feel free to go into it if you want to.
kind of bad things that happened there. Like, agents, be careful about like who you deal with. This agent turned out to be like not a great person, mafia type person.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. So there were some like crazy things, and like
that sounds dangerous.
It was, yeah. Basically took me to this team. I got offered a contract, and then this is then he wanted like pretty much all the money from the contract and almost like more, and was making like a lot of threats and things like this. And I basically I was staying at this one place. So like I left in the middle of the night to another place to go stay to like get away from this person. And then I was training with the team, and I told the coach everything that was going on. And I just made sure that when I was at practice, I was the hardest working person. I stood out, and like, and then regardless of what was going on with the agent, like the team would want me, and
Yeah.
would
If
all
you
work out.
train hard, they're going to want to protect you.
Exactly. And so that's what happened. I like just worked extremely hard, stood out in training. The coach actually played for Inter Milan, which is my
Wow.
favorite team growing up, and it was like my dream
no
was
way.
to play for Inter Milan. So like, yeah, Renzo Tasso, and it was a like just incredible. So I'm hanging out with this person who played for Inter Milan. Every day he's teaching me new things. Like the growth I was feeling was incredible. Yeah, it was just like, and then when it came time to get an apartment, I got an apartment literally. It's like a pretty big city. I got an apartment across the street from the field, where from my bedroom I could look, and in the morning when I wake up, our stadium and our field was right there. And
Wow.
Nice.
yeah, it was just like,
That's got to be really refreshing considering all the stuff that you went through leading up to that.
yeah, it was incredible. It was like a dream come true for me. And I just, yeah,